I see something long absent in the sunken faces of passers-by. A glimmer of hope.
Hello, everyone. I've been thinking about this, and we're actually going to also try to help Silas Cray out by having him use the penance hall for flagellation. He's basically going to be whipped constantly to feel better for absolution. And we're going to do the next mission with these four. God help us. I don't know how good of an idea this is, but we're also going to show off a medium level. I'm thinking, as much as I would love I would love this for a Hellion. You can get trinkets during missions. If we complete this mission, we would gain this. Asiri Doomblade would gain an extra 50% damage and 5% crit, although she would also have 8% death blow resistance penalty and a negative 12% resist affliction. Since I haven't used this group yet, we'll instead do this one. It's a little safer. So in this mission, we will need to explore 90% of the rooms, probably all but one of them. Our rewards are slightly more than they would be for this. We will also get a chance to camp. We're going to have one camp here, as it's a medium-length mission. I'll explain how that will work when we get to it. Alright, let's do this. During this mission, we will have the opportunity to break camp once. We will need to feed our adventurers when we decide to do this, and we can use the adventurers' camping skills to heal stress and wounds that they have taken, as well as gain slight benefits to resistances or extra damage for a time being. We're not forced to camp, but we can camp. As this is a medium mission, I'm going to bring a lot of food with me. That should probably cut it. Okay. We spent about half our money on provisions again. Let's get started. As before, you will not hear me talking during the mission very much. Less this time, since I've already explained how some of the battles were working, but I might point out a thing or two on the character's skills that I've taken. Also, I apologize, I was muting my mic last time, which I didn't realize would cause this horrible sound to be played when I did that. I will not do that this time. Instead, I'll just try to remain quiet. Let's start.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
This is interesting. Right away at the start, and I'm sorry for talking, I've never seen a map layout like this in the about 10 missions I've done now. This is going to require serious backtracking, and I have no choice but to do it. I'm going to need to explore these rooms, whether I want to or not. So let's go.
Mortality clarified in a single strike. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Well struck. A devastating blow. A powerful blow. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
We're going to lose her, and there's absolutely nothing I feel I can do.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood. In Radiance, may we find victory. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
As you may have noticed, if you pass your turn, your character suffers stress.
Dazed, reeling, about to break. Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration. on the brink, facing the abyss. And now, the true test. Hold fast, or expire. Another life wasted in the pursuit of glory and gold. How quickly the tide turns. As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves. As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Well, we've failed this mission horribly. We have earned enough money to make up for what we spent on provisions. However, none of these people I'm going to be keeping. So we are done.
You will endure this loss and learn from it. I remember days when the sun shone and laughter could be heard from the tavern. Those without the stomach for this place must move on.
wonder why she decided she was going to go back to the tavern. Hey everyone! Okay, so we lost the mission. However, we kind of ended up with the same amount of money and a few more trinkets, or rather, a few more pieces of family history from that failed expedition. So, although it was a failure overall, I'm glad I didn't lose any of my initial 4. So we're going to cancel this treatment, because she no longer needs it. And it looks like when someone reached their max... It looked as if when someone reached their max stress, they gained some other quirks and other behaviors. However, that person fled as well. And I'm not too upset about that. Sister Medine didn't make it. Medina. What a horrible battle. I kept, missing. And they kept critting me. Oh my god. Nothing I can do.
Gilded icons and dogmatic rituals. For some, a tonic against the bloodshed.
Begin healing her a little. I would like to keep her, since she is basically a healer. She's a fantastic back rank, if I can manage to hold on to her. We have some new structures available to us now. A guild.
Make no mistake, we will face ever greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready.
Here, you can learn the ability to unlock rank 2 skills. You can upgrade your rank 1s to rank 2s. And this reduces the training costs of all such upgrades. You can also learn these skills there, although your party member can only have 4 active skills at any one time.
The bellows blast once again. The forge stands ready to make weapons of war.
We do not start with enough scrolls in order to use the blacksmith in any capacity. However, it's available here. I guess if you got lucky enough to find scrolls during your earlier quests. None of my groups have ever been able to use the blacksmith. I just have not been able to get anything here, so I cannot tell you anything about the blacksmith yet, other than this is where you will upgrade your equipment to rank 2s. This is my first leper. He looks to be a frontline tank.
This man understands that adversity and existence are one and the same.
The occultist doesn't do much damage with his attacks, however he has good abilities to basically move enemies around in combat, and his weird reconstruction is a pretty damn good healing spell.
To fight the abyss, one must know it. What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
I'll be right back, everyone. I'm going to rename the new people I picked up.